Hello, Savvy Scribes. Welcome to another episode. Today, we are talking about the age-old question, hence this other podcast. Again, we are going to talk all about setting your rates as a freelance writer. So, as we start, I want you to change your mindset if you're new. Most of the time, I see new writers have a mindset that they don't need to be paid much at all to write. So, they go off of normal writer rates that are out there. However, being a nurse, you have a competitive advantage because you are a nurse. The rate you charge as a freelance writer will depend on several factors, including your expertise, your experience in nursing, and on the writing topic, the complexity of the project, the length of the project, and the deadline. So let's dive in to all of these factors.
Welcome to the Savvy Scribe podcast,
a podcast for healthcare professionals who are interested in starting their own health writing businesses.
I'm Janine, a registered nurse and your host. I'm a labor and delivery nurse, mom to these two incredible boys, wife to my best friend, and owner of two crazy Great Danes. I help nurses discover freelance writing as an extra income opportunity with help from my guests. Join us over on Facebook in the group Savvy Nurse Writer Community or savvynursewriter.com to join our course and membership to create your own profitable writing business.
Enjoy the show.
Okay, so first one is expertise. So remember, when you started out as a nurse, did you get the same pay as the nurse who's been there for 25 years? If you did, let's be honest, that's not fair to that veteran nurse. If you are the veteran nurse, you know that that's unfair for a new person to get paid the same amount as you. Why? Most of the time, though, like new nurses aren't brought on in premium rates, but you'll learn over time that you have to become more experienced and have better skills, and then you get a pay increase. It's the same as being a new nurse writer. So as a nurse writer who's been at it for several years, they should get paid more than you as a brand new nurse writer. Okay? It just makes sense. Also, if you have a higher degree, you may also want to factor that in to your wage that you're going to propose to a potential client. So again, to summarize, if you're new to writing, you're not going to get paid as much as an experienced nurse writer, but you should still get paid a wage that is fair. Okay? So the second part is the complexity of the project. So when it comes to article writing, for example, it's not only that it's usually part of the project. Sometimes there's factors that include interviewing, sourcing, creating a survey, researching, etc. So if you have complexity factors in a project, always factor that into your rate proposal for your client. The length of a project, number 3. So if you know that it's a one-off project, meaning you're not going to be working with this client again anytime soon, or this is just the project that they needed done, it's, you might want to charge just a little bit higher when it comes to someone that has you on their team for a year. Does that make sense? So this gives that person who signed a long contract a sense that they received a discount. Upfront, you can present both options with the discount for a long-term commitment. Retainers are worth a discount upfront because you're not running around trying to find new clients all the time. But if you listen to past episodes, you know that it's important to always make sure that you are marketing yourself and keeping that pipeline full of potential clients. Now, another factor that comes into play is the deadline. So some clients want the piece as of yesterday, whereas others will give you more than enough time. Remember, if it's a very fast turnaround, you can add that into your rate. And clients will understand that because they know you can't just do it overnight and have a good product. So never, ever do a article within 24 hours like that. You're going to deliver the client garbage, and that's not worth it. Like, we want to make sure we're always giving our clients the best that they deserve. So again, I hope these tips help you in setting your rates. Take your time. When a client says, what's your rate? Always say it depends on the complexity of the project. I need to look at several factors and I'll be happy to give you a proposal. Try not to give a fast answer, even though they're asking, because again, every client is different. Every client has different lengths of the project, complexity. Some need your expertise and so on. So that's all for this episode. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, please leave me a review over on Apple Podcasts. I would love reading those reviews. I read each and every one of them. And if you're not part of our Facebook group, the Savvy Nurse Writer community, come on over there and share your thoughts. Talk to you guys soon. Thanks so much.
That's a wrap for today's episode of the Savvy Scribe. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed today's show, we'd love for you to subscribe and leave a review on iTunes or your favorite podcast app. Until next time.